On today's episode, supporting local businesses in new ways, how selecting the right college can be an exciting journey, holistic ways to stay healthy, car shopping made easy, plus lots more on The Balancing Act.
Up first, a story not to be missed.
Do you enjoy supporting your community when you shop? Then you're going to love Georgia Crafted, the premier online marketplace that curates and sells products that are made in Georgia.
Georgia Crafted was born way back in May of 2013, all really and truly from a passion of shopping local. I loved the idea of shopping local, and I wanted to help figure out a way to allow others to do the same thing. In fact, we are now considered the largest online curator of products made in Georgia. We carry over 200 different products made by local makers from every corner of the state of Georgia.
They put together amazing gift boxes, which makes gift giving easy. You can choose from a variety of over 200 locally made products, snacks, bath and body items, even home goods.
We carry everything from amazing food products made in Georgia, so those are going to be more of your non-perishable snack items, to bath and body products, so great soaps and lotions, all the way over to home goods, so candles, kitchen towels, cutting boards, really everything, all made in Georgia. When we're curating products, one of the things that we look for are not just amazing products, but oftentimes we will look for women makers all over the state of Georgia. And one thing that you can look for is a women-owned collection on georgiacrafted.com.
Georgia Crafted and I have been working together for years, bringing boxes of happiness not only to Georgia but across the nation. Aaron and I are the perfect pair. We love to serve cheese and charcuterie together to households all over the nation, including right here in the good old peach state of Georgia. Unicoi Preserves has a catalog of low sugar, high fruit, delicious fruit spreads. Our most popular item with Georgia Crafted is our home recipe for salted caramel peach spread. Let that just play through your head. Salted caramel peach spread. It is as good as it sounds. Our business has grown working with Georgia Crafted because we have national name brand recognition thanks to Georgia Crafted. Our product goes out in gift boxes all across Georgia and the nation. It's amazing.
And we love working with Georgia Crafted because as a curator of all things Georgia grown and Georgia made, they just do a great job of telling the stories of these makers, the faces and the voices behind the brands. And so they are just getting the word out about some great small brands that one day may be big brands because of places like Georgia Crafted. Our most popular brand is Lori Joe's, which is actually how we got our start. We brought back the Lori Joe's brand and then we're just able to go from there. So Lori Joe's pepper jellies and salsas are some of the most popular things in Georgia. And Georgia Crafted does a great job of making sure that they're getting out there to the consumers. Since then, we've also been able to add Polk Vineyards, which is actually how we got our start. Muscadine Vineyard in Irwin County. We make a muscadine jelly, a muscadine preserves, and a muscadine sauce that is carried by Georgia Crafted. And we've gone on from there to have coffee and barbecue sauce and grits and so many things made by small batch manufacturers in the rural part of our state. And it's a great place to go to get gifts of all kinds from Georgia grown products.
They also offer a wide variety of corporate gifts, but with a twist.
So one of the benefits of Georgia Crafted is that if you as a company are looking to give a gift to your clients or your employees, we offer you the opportunity to co-brand the gift boxes. So on the inside lid of every gift box, we will place your logo and a message of your choosing right there on the inside lid of the gift box. This is great for our company's branding, mainly because they then get the opportunity not only to get their brand in front of their clients or their employees, but it's just such a great way to communicate a message. So maybe they're sending a gift to clients as a thank you for an event, or maybe it's thank you for a wonderful year. It is just the perfect opportunity for companies to showcase their brand.
And the variety and quality of items is unsurpassed. Over the past 8 years, they've sold millions of dollars worth of locally made products.
Everything at georgiacrafted.com. We ship nationwide, and we also offer people the opportunity to come to our warehouse in Metro Atlanta to do a free local pickup. You can do that any time of the week, Monday through Friday.
I just want to encourage everybody out there, when it's time for giving a gift, or if you just want to explore some new great products made with love, go to Georgia Crafted, and you'll find some wonderful things, Georgia made and Georgia grown products.
Supporting local business is so important because we are the people in your community that when your kids need a ball game sponsored, when they need trail volunteers, we are the people who are there working in the community to make it a better place to live. I'm not only a vendor with them, I am a customer. You should be too.
We encourage people to come to the site and have fun and look around in all the different categories. I'm telling you, you will always come back for more.
For more information about Georgia Crafted or to place your order, go to georgiacrafted.com or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
I love that. Let's see what's coming up next.
Selecting the right college when the time comes can be an enlightening journey. Just ask the folks at Young Harris College, located deep in the beautiful North Georgia mountains.
Young Harris College was founded in 1886 by a Circuit Rider Methodist minister. Founded and called McIntyre Institute, and later developed into Young Harris College. Young Harris College is a traditional institution in the basis of liberal arts. We offer for our students, but we also really focus on professional programs and development. And so we have majors from psychology to biology to business degrees. So we consider ourselves to be a comprehensive institution of higher education.
Young Harris College offers many benefits.
One of the most important parts of the Young Harris College education is access to faculty at the very beginning. Our largest classes are no more than a couple of dozen students. Most classes have fewer than 10. And we think it's important for students to be able to learn in small groups, because that's really what the research shows, is those are the opportunities to truly develop a deep understanding of material and concepts, which we've put a lot of effort in the last couple of years to providing opportunities for students and faculty to work together on research projects. So our students have an undergraduate research day every spring, and opportunities to compete for some very prestigious scholarships and summer funding opportunities through our partnerships with the Appalachian College Association. Dual enrollment at Young Harris is a particularly important initiative from the past several years. We decided that we need to continue serving our local population as best we can, and as the dual enrollment movement in the state of Georgia provide us an opportunity to reach out to those secondary school students. So we're one of the largest providers of dual enrollment programs for high school students in the state of Georgia today. ROAR is our Readiness, Orientation, and Academic Registration Initiative. It's essentially our orientation program. It actually starts with our visitation days, our purple and white days that begin in the fall of even a student's junior year. And they extend into Ready to Roar in the summer before they start in college, and a multi-day orientation program called ROAR that occurs in August. And all of that's to make sure that students not only know where they are, but they understand the rules of the game. Too many students go off to college not knowing what they need to do or where they need to go, and we want to make sure that every student feels like they have the answers, or at least know where to get them on day one.
Dorm life is not just that. It is the chance for these young people to be a part of community. A lot of times on the dorms, they talk about how they want life to be on their dorms. So it's a microcosm of society, but it's also the opportunity for those students to expand a little bit. We have different dorm life. We have apartment style all the way down to the traditional dorms. And we do that so that it can be financially feasible for students to pick a place to have the total residential experience without being hampered by the cost.
Every student at Young Harris College has some sort of scholarship from the institution. There are a number of opportunities, whether those are related to the arts or academics or athletics, and we try to find what fits best for the students' needs and make sure that they have the opportunity to get some help with paying for college.
They also offer over 60 student clubs and organizations, including 15 NCAA Division II athletic teams.
All the studies really show that the students who are engaged in activities outside of the classroom perform better academically. But not only that, they're the ones who have developed a personal change in their own lives because of their interaction with folks who may be a little bit different than they are. So all of those activities and aspects of joining groups is all about the betterment of the student academically and socially. At Young Harris College, we do believe in the benefit of the well-rounded individual. So we have a wonderful fitness center, higher education, gym-oriented. There's a climbing wall that's there. There's an indoor track. The students are being able to learn how to climb because we have some outdoor leadership students who volunteer their time to help teach that. And we have a wonderful planetarium, one of the few small privates you can find that has a state-of-the-art planetarium. Students take classes within the planetarium, and then we use it also for the community to reach out to younger students that may not have the benefit to be able to go and see a full show. So we have a lot of different activities, and if a student says there's nothing to do, they're not looking hard enough.
What I find most important about this community is it is a community. It's a community of learners that come together to support one another in their varied journeys. This is a diverse community, and it's one that diversity strengthens us. So we have opportunities that I've not seen anyplace else in my career, and it's an honor to be able to contribute to building this community.
Young Harris College is a place of beauty. You're surrounded by the mountains, and you come into a valley, and for 4 years you have an experience that develops you. And then at the last of that time, we climb that first mountain with you out of the valley to the top of the mountain, because you can go anywhere from here.
For more information about Young Harris College, visit yhc.edu or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
That was amazing, and this is too.
From the moment of birth up until we're full-grown adults, we never stop experiencing life in new ways. However, sometimes we can lose sight of what lasting marks new experiences, especially negative ones, are truly leaving behind.
I began to have neck pain. I couldn't identify what was causing it. Went to the doctor, didn't work. Acupuncture, chiropractic, all gave very temporary relief. Finally, they recommended I have surgery. There was no way I wanted to have surgery on my neck. So I thought there's got to be something out there. And that's when a friend came along and recommended I reach out to Patti.
Patti Conklin has spent decades studying and mastering techniques for manipulating, controlling, and melting away deep-seated issues that manifest within the human body.
With every single human being, the first time you would experience an emotion, let's say you have a temper tantrum at the age of 2. The temper tantrum's gonna go into the weakest part of your body. So every time you get angry or frustrated, as an adult, you're going to continue to store in the same place. But you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have the straw that broke the camel's back. And all of a sudden, the density is so thick in your body of those emotions that disease has begun. And so then doctors can go in and look at the cells and take your blood tests and so on and say, oh, well, you have a disease.
In the allopathic model, we just treat the symptom. I call it whack-a-mole medicine. The symptom pops up and you whack it with a drug or surgery. But we don't address the underlying emotions that are feeding the problem. With Patti, she's able to identify the emotion, where it's trapped, and help people release it, which then allows them to really heal and recover.
The challenge with psychotherapy, hypnotherapy, and so forth, modalities to help you understand your behavior, is every time you talk about your trauma from your past, you're restoring it into your body. My process is I don't want you to think of anything. I want you to lay there and have an awesome experience. And the more you can do that, the more that the disease is going to leave your body.
For instance, a client of mine had a history of sexual assault that was never dealt with. And she had no intention of doing any kind of talk therapy to address it because she didn't want to relive it. I referred her to Patti, and she was able to work through it and release it, and lost 30 pounds, and started a new career. She was able to get unstuck.
There's 2 major forms of frequency in the world, and that's sound and color. And there's very few people that have the ability to go ahead and pull that out of the body. And fortunately, through all these years of work, I'm one of those people. You know, we think we're solid, we're not. We're a density of particles. And so in order to remove an emotion from the body, then you manipulate the particles so that they move around to release the emotion. Through time, I've learned how to keep a low frequency and how to raise my frequency up, depending on who I'm working with. And so you want to tap into their frequency and the frequency of the disease that's in their body. Manipulate my frequency to their frequency and amp it up. Just pop it up a little bit. And typically the disease will start shaking and break loose and be able to come out of the body.
Despite Patti's exhaustive experience and amazing gift for connection, she's often confronted with a fair bit of skepticism.
Well, I was skeptical, but I had a personal experience with Patti, and she didn't know me from Adam's house cat. She was able to identify trapped emotions of resentment and anger, and she pointed right here. This was a place where I'd had 2 lumpectomies, and she couldn't possibly have known. And it gives me chills even to this day.
Well, one of the things that surprised me when working with Patti was that I began to learn to be more authentic. Then the stress just went away, and the neck pain largely went away. So I'm very thankful for the work she did and the way she did it.
We have phenomenal Western technology, and doctors have finally begun to realize that there's a piece missing. And the piece missing is that energetic piece that's stuck within the cells.
To learn more about what cellular cleansing is, what it can do for you, visit patticonklin.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
This type of work is awesome to do by, in person or Zoom or Skype, but it can be done phone, video, or in person.
Take a look at what's coming up next.
Shopping for a new car, truck, or van can be a daunting, frustrating, and lengthy process. Luckily, Hardy Family Automotive, a family-owned and operated Georgia mainstay, is committed to making every customer looking for a new vehicle feel like they're part of the family.
So my history with Hardy Family Automotive started a couple years ago. My wife and I both moved to Georgia from out of state and decided we needed new vehicles. And it's not often that you buy 2 new vehicles very close to each other. The process of buying at Hardy Family Automotive was fantastic. They were responsive, there was no haggling. And one of the things that I look for in a partner when I'm purchasing a vehicle is I don't want to go back and forth. I want somebody who cares about me as a person, who wants to give me the best deal, the right deal to make it work for my family. They helped us find the right fit for my wife and I.
Hardy Automotive has been in business here in Dallas since 1978, so over 40 years. Charles Hardy was our founder, and the business has always ran on the golden rule. When customers came into our showroom, he wanted it to be different. And the family has worked really hard over the years to keep that same culture, and that's something we're very proud of.
We try to be very transparent, not only with our sales, but with our service relationships. People come in and we try to be straightforward with what we can offer them. We pride ourselves on the repeat and referral business, and we've got a lot of people that come back, their kids come back.
The reason I keep going back, it's just an easy process. 40 years, 10 to 12 vehicles in that time frame. I've only had 2 sales representatives over that time, and I can just call in, speak with them, tell them what I want. There's really no haggling over price. Delivery process is simple. So it's just, again, it's just so simple.
Hardy Chevrolet has a Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC store here in Dallas, and also on the same piece of property, Hardy Family Ford. There's also an additional 3rd location in Gainesville, Georgia that is a Chevrolet standalone. We work very hard to make sure that all of our showrooms create the same experience. One unique thing that separates us is our salespeople that work for our Chevrolet store can go right across the property here and sell a new Ford. We can physically take the 2 vehicles, park them side by side, and allow the customer to go in and out of both of them, compare pricing, dealing with the same person rather than having to go back and forth. Yeah, so COVID obviously has changed the car buying experience. If a customer feels more comfortable buying the vehicle from their home, we have a team of drivers we use for service business and sales.
I work close by, but they were able to help me get the vehicle to test drive. They brought it to my office so I could see it. They dealt with me on text message.
We do paperwork at the house. We have an electronic signature, so they never have to come into the store and take that risk.
So post-sale, the service has not dropped one bit. My wife and I get all of our service done for our vehicles here. It is seamless. It's easy to make an appointment online.
We offer everything in service from pickup and delivery to courtesy. We can give you a ride home, or we can set up a loaner for you. So whether it be a new or a pre-owned, we're here for you after the sale.
For anyone considering getting a car, when they talk to me, I always point them to the Hardy family dealership. They have a wide variety of cars, and so it's fun to get to tell people that we have such a great, honest dealership here locally in Paulding County.
To check out the fantastic selection of vehicles and set up an appointment to visit a Hardy Family Automotive showroom, visit hardyautomotive.com or check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
The hard work nonprofits put in to change lives is remarkable. Take a look at this.
We all want to live in a more inclusive world. Everyone has different abilities, and making the most out of our potential is how we get there. Bobby Dodd Institute is leading the way.
Bobby Dodd Institute helps individuals and families through a number of different programs. On the employment side, we are an Ability One provider. Ability One is the largest employer of people with disabilities in the country, employing about 42,000 individuals. What makes us unique is really the wide variety of programs that we offer to individuals with disabilities, as well as a big focus that we have on the veteran community. We've placed candidates into a lot of different jobs, from really entry-level jobs such as baggers in grocery stores to all the way up to and including jobs that we have in our call centers, which can be highly technical. One example is that we operate a 911 call center at Fort Benning, Georgia. Sponsors are the lifeblood of every nonprofit, and we're blessed to have a wonderful partnership with many, including Iberia Bank First Horizon.
This enables us to reach out to more families and provide them with a level of service that otherwise they wouldn't have access to.
There are incredible opportunities for those with disabilities to thrive and build a life of self-sufficiency and independence.
Our wonderful workforce resources team here does an incredible job of providing individuals with a full assessment, job readiness training, skills training, as well as job coaching, job placement, and then ongoing support once they're on the job and working. Since our inception, we have placed over 6,000 individuals into employment, and they've retained those positions.
In addition to job opportunities, there are many other benefits that are available to those in the program.
The Benefits Navigation Program began in 2016. Since then, we've had more than 1,200 participants in the program, garnering more than $240 million in benefits over the course of the individual's lifetimes. And those benefits are inclusive of Social Security benefits and home and community-based waivers, among other benefits. Family support services are integral because they promote community inclusion. So that gives an individual an opportunity to access things like going to the gym, having music lessons, aquatic therapy, summer camp, all those things that make life enriching. So our program helps them fill out the applications, gather the medical documentation, and perform the advocacy necessary to get those benefits.
Bobby Dodd Institute can be the answer for a better future.
I think the really cool thing about our programs is that we talk a lot about inclusion and the impacts that our programs have, but it leads to self-sufficiency, economic self-sufficiency. The value of work, the purpose of work creates that economic self-sufficiency, and then it just brings people into the community and creates that sense of inclusion within the community.
I would encourage everyone to pursue any opportunity that's available. The answer to every unasked question is no, so always go for it.
For more information about Bobby Dodd Institute, visit bobbydodd.org or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
If there's one person we should take care of, it's ourselves. Check this out.
When you hear the word orthodontics, you probably think of braces. But with the new technologies, teeth straightening is undergoing its own transformation. Welcome to Atlanta orthodontic specialists who are engineering miles of smiles.
Here at Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists, one of the things that we're focused on more than anything is using technology to improve our treatment of our patients. We've been in the area for around 40 years, and we have our 5 locations. Some of those are fairly new. Our main location has been in Sandy Springs for about 25 years. So we do have a practice motto at Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists, and that is excellence through innovation. And that's really how we have designed our entire office to operate. So we're always looking for opportunities to better innovate and better treat our patients through technology. So many people may think about orthodontics as being something that's targeted towards kids and teenagers, but really orthodontics is a very, very broad specialty that has a very broad appeal across both kids and adults. We have patients ranging from age 6 to 86.
Why is this important? It's not just about looking good. Having straight teeth can be a medical necessity.
So if your teeth aren't meeting correctly, then there can be incidences of excess treatment, wear on the teeth, chipping, breakage, those kind of things. And those are problems that become progressively worse with time. And so it's not always indicated necessarily, but many times orthodontics is hugely beneficial, not just for the aesthetics, but also for the functional aspect of the teeth.
Dr. Rathburn starts by making digital impressions.
The digital models we create are very, very accurate and precise. And actually, one of the things we're able to do with them a lot more quickly than we are with plaster models is able to make our measurements all digitally. And those can be stored and repeated very, very easily for us instead of having to look back in our charts. In the field of x-rays and radiographs, we've upgraded to what's called cone beam CT technology, or CBCT technology. And we use that a lot in our practice. With this technology, we're able to take one x-ray for a very similar dosage in terms of exposure, and we're able to generate from that an infinitely complex series of data. We can actually see the patient's entire head in 3 dimensions. We can look at the teeth in 3 dimensions. We can see the tooth morphology, the roots, the bone, any impacted teeth, all of these kind of things. The information we're receiving from that is just so much broader and so much more impressive than what we're able to get from the 2-dimensional images. Technology is all around us, and really what our mission here at Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists is to bring that technology into the orthodontic practice and try to improve our treatment outcomes for patients, make our treatments more efficient and more cost-effective.
For more information about Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists, visit atlantaortho.com or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.